Welcome to
Bam
BamBam.
Bam-O-Rama, Bam Bam-O-Rama, Bam Bam-O-Rama.
We can't cuss that early. Welcome to the BamBam-O-Rama con past.
Live from Midland, Texas, it's BamBam-O-Rama's Christmas.
Well, it won't be live, but it is the Christmas episode, basically.
Yeah.
Because this is going to air on Christmas Day. I'm in my pajamas, like as if it was Christmas morning. You're not very Christmassy.
For me, this is Christmas.
You're wearing pants.
Yeah. Wait, what do you guys do on Christmas in your family?
We open our presents in our underwear.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I mean, usually in pajamas.
interesting.
I don't think I've ever gotten dressed to do Christmas stuff. I won't lie. I mean, other than I do sleep in my underwear, so I guess I put something that's presentable on. But it is usually sweatpants or a onesie like this.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've celebrated Christmas on traditional anything level.
I understand. It's not everyone's thing.
Yeah.
So what does Christmas mean to you, Adrian?
Nothing. It's
Nothing.
absolutely nothing. It's another excuse for people to try to create some sort of companionship connections, and how America has just completely exploited that into making it a not just buying stuff, not just commercialism, but it's also not what anybody in the religious or spiritual sense want it to be.
That's
Like
true.
it's become something completely different, and regardless of faith based or not, I don't want anything to do with it.
Well, that's unfortunate because this is our Christmas episode.
Yeah, I know. I just
I understand. I get where you're coming from. I personally do hate the commercialization of Christmas. I don't dislike the gift giving thing, but how much importance and weight there is on this gift giving side of it exhausts me.
it creates a segregation, and it I don't know who started it. I'm not here to try to point fingers at left, right, central, etc. But the whole you can't say Merry Christmas thing, and for the record, I'm not a Christian by any means. I think it should be allowed. You should be allowed to say Merry Christmas,
I don't think
but you shouldn't be. It shouldn't be the opposite either. Like I shouldn't have to
Right.
see it everywhere. This isn't a complaint about the music everywhere. It's a complaint that I'm not allowed to complain about it. I'm not allowed to be anti-Christmas without people trying to put these bullshit stereotypes on it. Bah humbugs, Grinch. That's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. But whenever you have those hard terms for people, that's when you're creating segregation.
I get that.
So if I'm not, into it and someone has the perspective of, well, you're just a Grinch, regardless of how minute that attitude is, it's largely impactful on we as a society, because everybody that has that, it subtly spreads. It's a big thing out of nothing, because these people are passive aggressively taking out their dislike of other people's views.
I get that. I do
And I'm
think
just kidding.
I do think on the no one's allowed to say Christmas thing, or yeah, I feel like I'm sorry, I'm gonna call people out. I feel like a lot of that is Christians being upset that people are encouraged to say happy holidays. And I think you're allowed to say your holiday.
It should
I
also
don't-
be allowed.
It should be allowed. Like both of it, all of it should be allowed.
Right.
Here's the thing. And I think some people feel more marginalized than they should. And don't get me, and I mean, no one's innocent of that. No one is. I won't lie. Sure, I do hear Christians complain, and I think some of them have a viable point about, they say, "Oh, well, I'm not allowed to say Christmas." I don't think it's not that they're not allowed. It's that, we've encouraged this all-inclusive phrase of happy holidays, and that made them feel like they're not allowed to. Now, don't get me wrong. There are individuals out there who have attacked anyone based on them saying Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever's celebrated around here, and they get their ants they get their pants all wadded up because someone didn't say their holiday.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
And that's bullshit. Like, it's a simple conversation. Merry Christmas. I celebrate Hanukkah. Oh, happy Hanukkah. Thank you. That's it.
Well,
Like, it's not like,
I mean, you can take it a step farther and still be cordial. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You can be like, "Hey, Merry Christmas, by the way, for future reference. I'm a Hanukkah guy. Have you ever celebrated? No? Let me teach you a little bit because it's you can't have it your way all the time
Right.
for everybody, for the religious side and the non-religious side.
Right.
So the logical and reasonable solution is that everything should be allowed.
Yeah.
But we don't have that opportunity. You know,
It's very weird that we don't have that opportunity.
Well,
I feel like, but
it's part of cancel culture. You're
Yeah.
not allowed to say derogatory terms regardless of who they're focused on, which is a huge I think we actually do kind of disagree on some of these lines, which is fine. It's to me it's a huge drawback on where we could be. You know, Morgan Freeman, I think it was that, you know, like 8 years ago was like, if you want to end racism, you
Stop
got
talking
to
about
you
it.
got to talk about it,
oh, I thought he said stop talking about it. Who was that?
right?
Was that not Morgan Freeman?
Or yeah, stop talking about
Stop
it. Right?
talking about it. Yeah.
Well, I disagree. I think you should be talking about more stuff.
100%.
I don't know if that's the right quote though. I think
Let's
yeah, we're gonna hit the.
let's fact check that.
Where's our
one,
producers here?
right?
That I'll redact my misuse of the quote, but my stance is still firm. So he does say the only way to stop racism is to stop talking about it. However, my stance is still firm that I disagree with that.
100%.
I originally thought whenever I was gonna bring that quote up that he was on my side of the stance, but in this case, I'm gonna disagree with him. Nonetheless, the point is that I'm bringing it up because we've fallen off of the ability to talk since then. And part of that non-ability to talk is that we are in a YouTube media culture where everybody and their dog has an opinion
Yeah.
and everybody thinks that everyone else's dog has an R word, you know, problem.
Right.
But no, seriously, like I use it, I joke in that to make light of the conversation, mostly for anybody that's watching. But if you're a victim of something and you're not allowed to talk about it,
that's a problem.
right? So,
First of all,
so when you break it down to the real bones of it in that
Yeah.
statement, if you're a victim of racism and you're not allowed to talk about it, there is a problem.
Yeah.
But on the other side of it, America has a problem. It's not a non-truth problem. America has a perspective problem where everyone thinks their perspective needs to be the end all say all. So whenever you're talking about Christmas and we talk about, you know, a lot of different things on this show.
Yeah.
I think when it's duo, we get really political just because it's easy for us to get.
I mean, we can.
But when we're talking about that, I think I would just like to invite anyone to understand the perspective that Christmas isn't your religious holiday.
It's really not a religious holiday anymore. You're
It's
100%
not.
correct. But I do want to say, I want to also agree with you, especially when you said that this is not your religious holiday anymore. And that's one of the most important things people could really understand right now. Which is why I think the phrase Merry Christmas, and I'm sorry if this offends anybody, shouldn't be offensive or used religiously because it's
Or negatively,
yeah.
or try to think that someone's trying to force something on you anymore.
Because to me, honestly, I don't, and you know, yes, I was a devout Christian at one time, no longer am, but I still look at Christmas. I still celebrate. I celebrate a lot of the commercialized stuff of Christmas, even though I'm not a big fan of it. But I have a child, and I don't want to just not let him have a childhood because of the way I feel about things. But I mean, you know, the fact of the matter is, there's a commercial version of Christmas, which, you know, I guess thank you capitalism. There's a religious version of Christmas. And they are not really. I mean, there's a little bit of, you know, what's it called? Blending in the middle, but not much. I mean, you can be completely atheist and celebrate this holiday the commercial way.
I mean, I think that
And it'd
same
be fine.
statement can be said in contrast that you
For-
can be completely religious and celebrate Halloween
Absolutely.
and the like,
Absolutely.
which is, you know, people are making that justification. Why can't they turn this part of them off?
Yeah. So let's get a little commercial about it, though.
Are you losing your hair?
Right?
Oh, not that kind of commercial.
Not that commercial. Adrian, how do I want to ask this? I know you don't really celebrate Christmas.
No, I get it. Everyone's really trying to figure it out. We're not gay. We're okay with ourselves.
That's true. We're not.
Is that what you're gonna ask?
No.
We're just really comfortable with ourselves.
But that does bring up the funny comment from the video a couple weeks ago, which cracked me up that we make a cute couple.
All right, thank you.
Yes, honestly,
I think that's a compliment, because that means we're doing something right. If we're attractive to someone as a couple, that's fine.
That's fine. I don't give a shit.
That's a solid.
What's something you would ask our viewers for? Not necessarily to give you, maybe to give each other. You can get a little cheesy with this.
We're not listening to everyone.
Right.
I personally, I hate Russell Brand. I hate him. I think he was a terrible actor. I don't think he's funny. I'll listen to that crazy nut job all the time because it gives you an understanding that not everybody is thinking the same thing, but it also gives you the idea of we need to be prepared for these people. And I'm not saying to go listen to ISIS and say, yeah, this is good, but you should be able to find some good and bad in everybody. Mm-hmm. And if you're not listening to everybody, then you're going to have problems and you're going to have walls. And that's why we should be talking more and listening more. So that's what I would ask for, is people to listen.
Okay.
What do you want them to do?
I want them to like and subscribe and comment.
Yours was way more YouTuber.
Yeah. I'm trying to make a job off of being a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I want them to, genuinely, I actually do. I love human interaction. And I know it does sound YouTuber, but I really do want more comments, not just because it would help us out in the algorithm. It would. But I want to hear from people who are watching us, and I want to know what y'all like. And if we say something stupid, call us out on it. I don't know. We might laugh at it. If we say something you agree with it, call it out too.
Yeah, I mean, how hypocritical would I be if I say these things and then you're not allowed to comment? You know,
right, yeah.
Please talk to me about it. You could think I'm a complete idiot, and that'd be fine with it. But you have to, if you come at me only treating me like an idiot, it's just one of those things. You can say you guys are stupid fucking idiots. I disagree, and that's fine. I'm not saying that that's going to be offensive. But what I'm saying is, if we try to initiate the conversation and it's consistently only that, you've lost my. I'm not going to entertain a conversation with an actual idiot.
I mean, no, yeah, and don't get me wrong. I mean, you're right. If that's your comment, you guys are fucking stupid. You guys are fucking idiots.
I mean, that's fine.
I mean, that's a fine comment. If that's what you want to leave, you're not going to get an interaction back from us.
I might like it.
I don't care.
I'm going to push the heart button. But I'm not going to I'm not going to waste my time engaging in a conversation of somebody intentionally trolling whenever I really, truly am here to be talking to everybody.
Right.
You know, we started this because we both enjoy interactions with strangers. We both enjoy meeting new people, discovering their ins and outs, and the why they ticks.
Yeah, I already on a point of like, I'm not going to waste my time talking to a troll, or I don't know. I know what you said. I just don't remember how you worded it. I already spent enough time
dealing with me.
For some reason, dealing with you. And then for some reason, I keep getting locked up in arguments with toxic ass wrestling fans on Facebook. And I don't know why I do this to myself. So if you want to leave a negative comment on our post, I'm probably not going to react unless it's about, Kenny Omega, because fuck you if you don't like Kenny Omega.
I mean, he's okay. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I actually do tremendously. Excuse me. I actually do have a lot of respect for that. That's probably one of the best athletes.
God, dude,
he's amazing. He's able to make falling look fake when he's doing it on purpose, and I think that's the only way you can summarize
absolutely
what him and a couple of the other people, like the Osprey guy.
Yeah, Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay's definitely of the same caliber, I believe.
I gotta say, I had to stop myself today. Someone came on to one of the AEW pages I like, and they talked shit about Vikingo, and I was like, no, like, I mean, you're really trying to hate something.
I'm being gracious and talking, flattery on Kenny Omega. Vikingo's the best wrestler that's on Earth right now. I just started watching wrestling, and I can tell you that if you don't at least like Vikingo's wrestling. He doesn't have to be your favorite.
No,
I will always defend that there's no such thing as the best athlete, but I think he's the best wrestler in my opinion.
I think
Please tell me what your opinion is.
right. I think what Vikingo does is something like if you're a non-wrestling fan and I showed someone a Vikingo match, I feel like they would walk away going, wrestling's still not my thing, but that guy was fucking entertaining.
Yeah,
It's like he is.
he is. And I can tell you too, this is something fun for me. So on the outside looking in, because I'm more of an outsider to wrestling, I see WWE fans being like the diehards and AEW as the, and you're gonna hate this because this to me is the reality. AEW fans are Star Wars people, and WWE fans are Star Trek people, and I want to explain why.
I need this explanation.
AEW is flashier, and their storylines are not as good.
This is fair. Those are both fair story.
And WWE isn't flashy enough, and the storylines is the only thing you're getting out of it.
Yeah.
So
I can see that.
So for me, seeing it from the outside and the arguments that I don't engage, but I do see them because I'm trying to, for writing WWE sketches.
We make a little bit of wrestling content. It's not our only focus,
right?
But we make a little bit. So yeah, you're gonna.
Not to mention, if it's not out by it's got to be. It'll be out by the end of this week. You're gonna see Rampage Wrestling that we produce the visual.
Yeah.
So that's coming out soon. So yeah, we're moving with wrestling.
Yeah.
We have to know it.
Yeah.
And I have to. Yeah.
No, but honestly, I think that is a fair point. I think, yeah, I get what you're saying, and I respect that opinion because, yeah, you're right. I was offended at first, but I listened.
There you go.
And that's what this is about.
It is. But I mean, so that's another thing that's always plagued me is that whenever you give opinions about something, people with no confidence, people that have low confidence will take it as if you're talking about them. And they will run with that to the end of the earth in talking shit about your opinions because you don't simply agree with their opinion.
No, you're right. And that's always frustrating.
They will deem you not as intelligent because you don't think what they have on a pedestal is number one. You are no longer important. And you can really see that in football. People that like football, and because there's so many teams, if you don't like their team in the same way, they will dismiss you and you have all these football sex.
Which is insane to me. Like, don't get me wrong. Football and a lot of things in America are built on tribalism, and that's great.
Right.
It's wonderful. And I understand it. I get it. I love being able to sit next to a Cowboys fan and cheer for Micah Parsons.
Good.
It feels good. But at the same time, like, why would someone who's not a fan of the Cowboys be like, oh, you guys are just stupid and blah, blah, blah. I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I don't hate. Sure, if there's a team I dislike, it's the Philadelphia Eagles. But I also, there's players on the Eagles right now that I really like. And I will admit, I wouldn't hate it if I saw them
in a Cowboys jersey.
For one, yes. For one, yes. I wouldn't hate to see Jason Kelce he already has one Super Bowl ring. He was in that team, right? I wouldn't hate it if he got another one.
Yeah, he's pretty funny, and
yeah,
he seems like a pretty stand-up dude.
I have a lot of respect for that man. I'd rather him get another ring as on another team, but yeah, still at the same time, I'm also not going to sit there and I'll have friendly banter, shit talk with an Eagles fan. I'm not going to look at an Eagles fan that I don't know and tell them that I fucking hate them for liking the Eagles. That's stupid. I'm sorry. Like, I hate that shit.
But to come to their defense, I will tell you, the one time I went to Philly, I was still drinking. We went to this bar. They were serving Philly cheesesteaks. We ordered them up. We were being kind of obnoxious, not Cowboys fans, but Southerners, I guess.
Yeah.
Definitely acting like we were normal there, which is kind of not normal what to do. You kind of want to tread a little lightly. But when they found out where we were from, they were totally excited. I told them I was a Cowboys fan. They were like, "Fuck yeah, fuck the Cowboys," but you're all right,
See, that's cool.
That's
cool.
To contrast it, we're not saying all Philly fans suck because there is that stereotype that exists. It's not true.
They did boo Santa in the 70s, I think.
Oh,
They booed Santa.
In the 70s, though?
I think it was in the 70s. I don't remember when it was. We'd have to figure out what date it was. Santa comes into the Philly field and he gets booed out of the field.
68. I changed my
68?
mind. Fuck Philadelphia. That's why we're ending this podcast. No, just kidding.
Speaking of Santa, do you believe in Santa?
Yeah, of course.
Good. Because otherwise, I don't know where this came from.
For those of you that can't see, there's a steaming pile of shit at our feet right now.
Not a steaming pile of shit. We got a gift.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where did this gift come from that looks like somebody used the leftover paper?
It says from Santa.
Oh. To who?
BBO. I guess that's BamBam-O-Rama.
Big booty Oscars.
Big booty Oscars.
Do you have a neighbor named Oscar with a big old fat ass?
No.
That's who's president.
So what do you think Santa got us?
I'm really hoping that it's a new camera.
Should we open it? Should we see?
I think you should open it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it's a fragile.
Oh, it's a what is the joke? Fragile.
Fragile.
Ah. You take that paper out?
It's paper.
It's paper.
You can make a scarf. You can make fake hair. Or it's a new Blackmagic Pocket 4K.
It is. Well, no, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not new. It is used.
Oh, it is.
It is. But this is first of many upgrades that we're making here at BamBam-O-Rama.
Very nice.
We also do have another one on the way.
Is that right?
Yes.
Nice.
But this one was on for a really good deal, and I decided to.
Yeah, I didn't know this was coming. This is cool.
Yeah, and make sure. And there's actually a cage in here.
Oh, really?
With it, I think it came with like 3. It was supposed to come with 1 extra battery. It came with like 3.
Oh,
or 4. So
that's really.
I don't know if that's a mistake that made by MPD, but I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that just means that you guys get to look forward to a little bit sharper images coming soon.
Yep.
Not that we're having anything to complain about, but we're moving in the direction of course, still doing YouTube stuff. But we've got a few more, I wouldn't say more serious things. I was about to, but I wouldn't say that. We've got a few more traditional things coming up.
Yeah.
Including some projects with some future guests that you guys are going to love.
Yes.
Let's just say more serious music videos and a more well-rounded feature film coming soon.
Absolutely.
No time frames, but those
No time frames.
those are literally in the works. So.
They are.
And here's proof of that. They're part of it.
Part of it. So, that's all I wanted for this Christmas episode. Do you have anything you want to add before we beg for comments and likes?
No, but one thing I think would be fun is that I challenge you to a carol off where we both have to each individually sing a song, and whoever gets the longest without fucking up wins.
Right now?
Yeah. So
fuck, I wasn't ready
I'm
for
gonna
this.
say
Okay.
you get to pick mine, but you're gonna sing Silent Night.
Silent Night. Does anyone know the second verse to Silent Night? I don't think anyone
what's
does.
my song?
Okay. God, I want something that's in German.
Stop trying to make fucked up rules just to make yourself win. Be fair about it and play the
Tried to.
Stop being a ret.
A ret. Deck the Halls is in the public domain. You'll probably win with that one though.
That's a little easy. You want to?
Yeah, that one's easy. I'm not gonna give you Deck the Halls.
Okay.
Oh, Come All You Faithful.
Okay.
Is that one in the public domain? Make sure before.
Trying to make sure I don't accidentally see some words here. That is in the public domain according to. I don't know who this is. Oh, this is the Google AI.
Okay.
Google AI is saying yes.
I'm gonna trust Google AI. I feel
think
like
so.
I feel like that's a pretty strong. Okay, so what do I have? Silent Night. All right.
I almost closed this out.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Bring me now, young virgin child.
So you got to about 17 seconds.
Yeah, that's what we're there. I made up that last line.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. They talk about Virgin Mary at some
I
point.
may not know all the words past that, but I know enough to know that wasn't it. You know what I mean? Like I could at least contest. All right.
You know what's funny? Can I?
Yeah.
I know this is a reference to our previous guest podcast, Mia Lisette,
Sure.
where I talked a little bit about having to do solo and ensemble and how I have my accompanist helped me learn the word or say the words. I got a 1 there, which also meant I went to state solo and ensemble. At state solo and ensemble, I had to memorize these words. I did everything except for 1 line, and when I said that line, I just made up something that rhymed, and literally, like, I didn't even try to play it off. I was just like straight up gave a, I don't know if that was right. Or what did I give you? Hark the Herald? No, that's not right.
Oh, come on, you faithful.
Oh, come on, ye faithful.
Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. O come ye to Bethlehem. Come and exalt him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord.
Were you reading the lyrics?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. I trust you, but you were looking down, and I was like,
I was trying to making sure
I thought you were looking at the
I was
timer.
trying to make sure I got past 17 because I was like, am I going to get there? I didn't know.
So you get, honestly, and that gives us a good segue to please check out the rest of our content. We are currently working on ideas for and editing more unscripted content that will have competition type stuff like this.
And believe it or not, we're going to be working on some music and we can actually both sing way better than that.
That's
so
true
keep
too.
your ears ready for something good.
Right? Please make sure if you haven't already, like the channel or subscribe to the channel, like our videos, comment on them,
Just share this with someone.
and share it with somebody. It helps us out. You're helping out 2 middle-aged men trying to revive their dream of doing something that entertains people. And I don't know if that means anything, but we'd appreciate you. Love y'all.
Love y'all.